Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Empress Alicia, and I am back. I had to get some rest and rejuvenate and take care of things, and I hope you guys are doing the same. I hope you're rested. I hope you prepared. I hear some of you guys took your cheekies back, your little cheekies, your kids, your little babies. That's wonderful. This is a different time of the year we're entering. We're now in Virgo season. Happy birthday, Virgos, the perfect virgin, the perfect woman. Not that you are, but that's what your zodiac is. The Virgin, right? Equivalent to the Virgin Mary. If you ever notice, a lot of Virgos are very like a perfectionist, right? They always like to do everything perfect. They don't like to be half anything or partial anything. They like to do everything to the fullest, to perfection. That's that virgin energy. That's the perfect energy, the perfective energy that comes from the virgin woman wanting to be perfect. That's where that energy comes from. However, I am back to talk to you guys, and my spirit team has been urging me to come back on here. But I said, you gotta give me a minute because I'm a little tired. I've been doing a lot. I'm sleepy. I'll get there. And I'm finally here with you guys. And I was urged to talk about a question that I was asked. What do I think about a narcissist? So, my answers are never simple. They're never simple. So I said, okay, I'm going to turn that into something else. I'm going to answer the question, but it's never just a regular answer, if you understand what I mean. If you know what I've been doing lately, that I'm not just a person to just answer a question right off. I teach you a lesson, I show you, I give you awareness. I have to break it down all the way that my team tell me to. Okay? Now, I am Empress Alicia, the one and only. I am a seer, a medium, a psychic investigator. I'm a heart channeler. And everything that I say, you can find it in a book. But however, I get my messages and information and was trained by a higher power. So some of the information that I tell you, it is a channeling from one of the gods as well as the Most High God, and never from just a book. Even though I read books and learn as well, like you. I have ability to tap into all of the timelines and give you information. So in that case, if you don't agree because you are very, how can I say it? Logical, and you don't believe in the other world, then I suggest you click off, because I can't always give you just one information from a book. I can give you a book and show you a reference. However, like I said, most of my information is coming from a higher source. In that case, thank you for staying. Because I just feel good, because I just see some stuff right now. And people. Not in a bad way, a good way. All right. So, what is a narcissist? What do I think about a narcissist? My God. So, I think they're delusional, in my opinion. Some of them are very attractive. Some of them are, you don't know right off that they're narcissists. You know, that happened to me before. So I'm not talking to you guys as a person that's high on the hog and high up above, everybody. But I'm here with you. I just have evolved from my lower self. And I'm thriving, trying to make it in my higher self and stay there and not go back down. Because I can, but I don't want to. I feel like they are people. I mean, it's a whole spectrum of narcissists. It's not just one cookie cutter kind of narcissist, and there's a whole spectrum. It could go from 1 to 100 to 50 to 25. It depends on the person. It depends on their own genetic code and their own awareness and how they were wired. Okay, and it also depends on how far of narcissism they are, because I think the whole world is fueled on narcissism. Most people that I come across have some high level of narcissism. Those people think very, very, very highly of themselves, but not in a way that is how can I say it? That is healthy, but in a way to do what narcissists do: exploit, discard, entitle, and lack empathy. Okay, they feel the need to exploit people, they discard people, they entitle, they lack emotional stability as well as lack empathy. They also they just have a lot with them. Okay, they have a lot with them. And they also love bomb. They pretend, but they really don't love you. They only goes after things that benefit them, like a child with their toys. Okay? If a person is a narcissist and you are listening to my channel and you don't feel that same way, then maybe you should click off, because I'm going to say what I have to say because I was guided and led to talk about this topic because it's needed. Okay? Typically, narcissists, they love bomb at first. Okay? What is love bomb? Somebody is showing an overload of admiration. Now, you know and I know when somebody comes to you, doing the most, giving you all this attention, doing a whole lot of things at one time, and they barely know you. This person wants something. Like a narcissist, some of them, I see that they would just go buy dinners that cost $1,000 and $500, $800. They don't even know the woman. They buy her flowers. They pick her up at the car. They popping up every day. They're doing things that you typically shouldn't do if you just start dating somebody, right? If you just start dating somebody, it's like, okay, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, give me some time. And they already saying that they love you, they in love with you, and it's only been a few days, a few weeks. And you're like, you in love with me, you scaring me off. I don't know, I don't think you love me, you don't know me, you only knew me for a month. There are some situations where people probably meet at first sight, maybe, and they really fond of you, they really love you, they have love for you. That's how I look at it. They have love for you, but and if it's a man, that love may be him wanting to get you in the bed. It's not necessarily love. He's just infatuated with you. He likes what he sees. In my opinion, when they look, they want to get you down in the bed. You make him feel some type of way, or you make her feel some type of way, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically, and everything else. I was about to say biologically, but I don't know if it's biological. Well, chemistry. Chemistry. That's what I'm trying to say. You make them feel some type of way, chemistry. So that's why y'all both want to go to the bedroom. But they don't actually love you. They don't actually love you. So what a narcissist do, they hold you on the phone. They're making a fake connection, if that makes sense. A connection that's kind of fake. They holding the phone way like a whole lot. You trying to work, you trying to do your business, you trying to, whatever you do at home, clean up, do stuff, write down what you got to do, go grocery, whatever it is that you do. But no, this person want to hold you up on the phone and make a false connection. Because I don't know if y'all remember party phones, party lines? I don't know if you guys are old as me, but back in the day, you swore you had a boyfriend if you've been talking to a guy on the phone for a whole lot all day, half of the night. You ain't never meet them, but you've been talking on the phone with them every day, half of the day, all night, and you feel like you got a boyfriend. That's what the narcissists do. That's kind of that's in the realms of what they do. They hold up the phone a lot. They take up your time. They want you to admire them a lot. They want you to be, it's like a damn job trying to keep up with them on, do I look right? Do I look right? Do this, because some of them are very, they ego is very, very sensitive. So they need you to tell them admiration. They need admiration from you. They need your admiration. And that's what I noticed about me when it came to narcissistic individuals. They always wanted my admiration. They wanted my time. They want you to tell them how beautiful they are. They want you to tell them they look good in their outfit. They want you to tell them, oh, your shoulders are so big, your eyes are so brown. Oh my God, you give me the best sex in the world. All this crazy shit. They want you to tell them all kinds of admiration, but they want to overly extend it. They want you to, it's not just, hey girl, them shoes looking good. Where you get them? Girl, I like that hairstyle, girl. Who put your unit in? Shit, I need me one. That's a different admiration. That's a comment. There's nothing wrong with that. But narcissists, they need you constantly phony, if you ask me, overly exaggerating how good they look, how the best they are. That's why a lot of them, they get in positions that they get attention, like YouTube, like a whole lot of other things, because they want you to tell them how good they look, how good they are. And that's in the lines of a somatic narcissist. Okay? I'm going to get to that topic too, y'all, so stay with me. But that's how they are. They want you to give them all this admiration and stuff. That is, because who want to do that all the rest of their life? If you stay in a relationship like that, you're going to be so exhausted. Because they automatically are like energy harvesters. Because they taking up all of your energy. You got to give comments all the time. You got to put this person on a pedestal. All of this crap to keep up a relationship. That's crazy. That is crazy. So these narcissists, some of them may not be extreme, like, they all are different. However, they all still have some form of lacking emotions, having boundaries. You say, listen, don't call me after 8 o'clock because I'm winding down and I'm trying to get into bed. But they call you at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. They blowing up your phone. You're like, they're not telling you don't call me after 8 o'clock, I'm in the bed. They feel entitled. They feel like they have the need and the right to be entitled to you, even if nobody else is. Even if nobody else is. I'm telling you, they are truly damn near, to me, some of them are damn near demonic, because they'll hire, if they have money, they'll hire monkeys, flying monkeys to spy on your life, to go back and forth and tell them stuff about you, just so they can use it against you. These people are truly narcissistic and demonic. Tell me who does that? Who goes out of their way to find out stuff about somebody just to use it against them because they want control? They want control. They want some kind of control. And this does not matter if this is your mama, your dad, your family, your friend, your lover, somebody you dating. They all do the same thing. They'll make it seem like they're helping you. Well, I just want to know, what is she doing this weekend? Because I wanted to just surprise her with a gift. What do you think? What is she up to this weekend? Do you know if she's busy or not? So they will just, so then they'll make it seem like they're so friendly with somebody, whoever you hanging around or want to be with. So the person may not pick up on that right away. Because this is a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist will do something like that. It's not so blatant. You don't really see it. You got to have discernment. You got to use your spiritual eyes and your nervous system with these people, because convert narcissists are very sneaky. They're very sneaky. They're liars. They're the worst ones, if you ask me, because a convert narcissist makes everybody think and look at them. You don't see them. Everybody else can see them differently but you, the person that's being abused. That's what happens a lot. The person that's being abused looks crazy because a convert narcissist, they put on the front on outside audience. They, out of all of narcissists, they hate for everybody to look at them a certain way, the true them. They don't want people to know the true them. Okay, so you have a full-blown narcissist, you have a somatic narcissist, you have a convert narcissist, and you have a spiritual narcissist. My bad, I forgot to tell you guys. And you have a spiritual narcissist. The one I'm talking about right now is a convert narcissist. They are the worst ones because everybody can be, oh my God, he's such a good man or a good woman. What are you talking about? Because they have the ability, if they have money, they could be paying people, giving people stuff. Oh, here, Auntie, I got you a gift. Oh, here, see, I only want to love people. I don't know what's wrong with her or him. All I do is try to love and give love and buy your stuff. I'm all about family. I'm all about togetherness. But a convert narcissist, they put on the front really well. They very snarky with the mouth, even though they very sensitive. And if they don't like what you say, they got an attitude. And guess what? A convert narcissist won't even tell you that they got an attitude. That's why they still dangerous, because even they so sensitive. If you say something to get back at them, like, look, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. Guess what? They get mad. They get mad. They're mad. And they so sensitive, and they know they are. And then they turn around and do something behind your back, passive aggressively, because they are weak people. They really very weak. They can't even tell you, yo, what's up? You know, I ain't like what you said, or what happened the other day, or blah, blah, blah. Or, I like you, I don't like you, whatever. They don't have the ability to just be straight up and say what it is and say what it ain't, y'all. They don't have that ability. So what they do is they'll go behind your back and make up rumors, right? They'll go behind or they'll do something spitefully. They'll do something to spike you. Like, if you got an interview and y'all got kids, oh, I gotta work. I can't watch these kids. So then you miss your interview. They'll do stuff like move your keys from where you always put them, just to drive you crazy because they mad at you and they're a child and they don't have the ability to say, yo, let's talk about what happened the other day, or let's talk about what happened last night. Let's talk about what you said. They don't have the ability to do that. They don't have that ability. So they do something to just piss you off, to make you still cuss them out. And to make you still air their asses out. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to still air your ass out. If I feel like you're trying to come for me, I don't care. I ain't scared of no narcissist. Because I know that you in the fantasy land. Okay? You in the fantasy land. Narcissists, they have a whole mind playground in their head. How you see reality, narcissistic people, they got a whole nother reality. They have a reason why they have a wife. And I know all men, they have a reason why they have a wife, of course. And they have a reason why they have, if you're a man, you have a reason why you have a woman. I mean, a husband as your husband. Of course, everybody do. But not a narcissist. Theirs is a whole nother level. They choose people to play the game that they want to be played in their life. So if they want to look like they some kind of good person and they all about love and they all about kids and they love the children and I have 2 dogs and a white picket fence and I love my wife, I wouldn't trade her for the world. See, we're happy, we're perfect. They choose a person who can play along with that game. They choose somebody specifically for that. They choose it. They choose flying monkeys for a reason. They choose flying monkeys. They choose people that they can manipulate. They study you. And they find who can they manipulate. So if they can manipulate your mama, I'm going to need her mama to tell me everything. I need her mama to tell me everything that she's doing when I'm not around. I need somebody to be a flying monkey. And I know her mama likes jewelry. Her mama likes little brunches and jewelry. So if I can get her to do what I want, to make her life a living hell, to make my quote unquote wife a life a living hell, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy her some necklaces and some jewelry every other month. Or if you're not, this is to somebody. Somebody has got a lot of money out there. They could buy somebody's mama because this is what I'm picking up. This is to somebody out there. Somebody buys somebody's mama jewelry every month, right? So if I can buy your mama jewelry every month, every other month or every month, and give her like something to sign or make her part of the country club or whatever the hell, and she go to the country club and have brunch with all the other little ladies that dress really nice and pretty, then I could get everything I want out of her, and I could have complete control over her, over this woman. That's what they do. You know, and take that story how it resonates. It doesn't, even if you don't have a whole lot of money, it may be on a lower level that accommodate your life. It may not be like that. It may just be you doing something that her own children don't do. And you really, and a narcissist really don't mean well. But to her, he looked like an angel. He looked like somebody that want to help people. So she don't see that he is abusive, that he's an asshole. You see? That's how it works. That's why these narcissists, they know what they're doing. They're demons. They're out here to destroy, and you got to know when you come across one. Now, a full-blown narcissist, if you ask me, they the ones that are, to me, if you ask me, the ones you probably can deal with, because they show you who they are. They show you the asshole they are. At least they show you. Now, some of them are very abusive, and it can go all the way to a spectrum when they need medicine. But I've seen some of them very temperamental. I've seen the ones that they rage and get very temperamental. They are very cold. And the list goes on. They don't have a problem with hurting people and discarding them. They yell. Some of them yell and get really nasty with it. But they show you who they are. They show you who they are. I can see some family or some man right now that he got everybody under control because of his temper. He programs everybody. A lot of narcissists like this, full-blown narcissists, they are very good with having everybody trained to their way. So let's say, let me give you guys an example. I'm picking up on somebody. Let's say the mom say, okay, I want us to all go out and celebrate such and such birthday. It's his birthday. So she's like, okay, what do y'all want to eat? What do everybody want to eat? So everybody is kind of hemming and hawing. Well, maybe we eat Chinese, or I don't know, maybe a new cuisine, Indian cuisine. So everybody just hemming and hawing. So when the father comes and he got everybody trained so well to go do everything his way, he picks up on that everybody's going to dinner. So he says something like, I don't want Chinese and I don't want Indian. So everybody just automatically say, well, we could go get what you want. We'll just go do what you want. He has everybody trained. He has everybody trained to, even in the house. Everybody knows, don't come home after 10 o'clock or don't go out the house after 10 o'clock because daddy is going to really be upset Like, it's to the point where everybody is scared to piss off the full-blown narcissist, because a full-blown narcissist, they also see the need to punish. They see the need to punish. What I mean by that, some of them, they'll beat their wife plain up. They don't have a problem with slapping her ass right then and there. And this is somebody's story. I'm not trying to tell on you. I don't condone violence, but I'm picking up on somebody's story. A full-blown narcissist, they don't have a problem with punishing people. Their kids, their wife, or anybody. And a wife, she gets it the most, because they usually have to have somebody as the bad guy. So if everybody don't listen, he automatically going to put it on somebody who is like his wife or somebody. So it's your fault that these kids don't do what they're supposed to do. It's your fault your mother and your father came over here and they ate soul food when I said, I don't want no goddamn soul food. And they went and bought it. So everything is the wife problem. They got to put it on somebody else. They can't take responsibility at all. Narcissists they can't take responsibility. So they can't say, well, it's your parents too. Or it's your mama, it's your daddy. Why didn't you talk to your mama and your daddy and tell them you don't like soul food? That is not allowed in the house. But they won't do that. They'll say it's your fault. It's your fault that they bought the shit here. You see? And they'll slap her down, punch her in the head, knock her on the steps, whatever. Cut off her credit card. Tell her he'll probably disappear for a few days, rub it in her face that he cheated. That's how bold a full-blown narcissist is. They are hell. And I'm feeling somebody's pain. Somebody is going through this. They will completely show you. Not like a covert narcissist. At least they'll make you crazy. Well, not least, but they'll make you crazy and you know something is off. You know he's cheating, but you can't find it. And you like, I know you lying. No, not a full-blown narcissist. They wanna show you. They are completely above and beyond. They want to show you that they mad at you. That's the thing with a whole-blown narcissist. They're going to show you that they've been out doing what they want to do. That's their way of saying, I'm going to punish you for everything turning out the way they were, the way it is. That's their way of doing that. I'm going to punish you for that. And that's why if you find a lot of women or men, but I'm sticking to the one program of men and women, of men being a narcissist. I'm not throwing shade at y'all, but it's just easier right now to give you guys this example. So that's why some women, they always on their toes. They always on their toes. If you ever was around these women, they talk about them all the time. They always talk. It's like they train. I wonder what he's going to want when he come home and eat. I wonder when he's coming home. Is he coming home 5 o'clock? Is he coming home 8 o'clock? I want to have dinner ready. They are so programmed to perfection off of the narcissist because they don't want to piss them off. They're scared. So the narcissist has already trained his own wife to be a flying monkey. And it doesn't help nobody because if they're abusive to the child, the wife ain't going to help. It takes a long time for her to get free because she's so programmed to obey the narcissist in order to not get hurt in some kind of way. Even if it's not quote unquote abusive, like punch you in the head, but verbal words and what he say and what he do that he knows make you upset and hurt. And oh my God, I'm picking up something. Somebody out there as well in the collective, what is it called? Marital rape, where they also feel entitled to your body. So if she don't want to have sex, he forces himself to do it anyway because he feels though is that he's a man and you're my wife and you're going to do what I tell you to do. And they yell and scream. They're very violent. They can be very violent. I urge anybody, if you with one of these people, you need to get out. Now, I know it's not always that easy, because he may be the one that have the money. A lot of times that's what they do. They want to financially control you. So they'll tell you, go ahead, you don't need that job. You've been paying your bills and doing fine. But as soon as you got with him, you don't need your job. You ain't got to do nothing. I want you to sit home and be a wife and da-da-da-da. And you think, and it's a time period, right? It's a whole time period of what they're going to do. It's a whole time period. So you may be feeling good, lounging for 5 and 6 months. You ain't doing nothing. You done got pregnant, blah, 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 all this stuff. You're feeling really good. That's where he wants you. And then a reality hit. You don't do shit around here. You don't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. He start discarding you and making you feel like shit. Start making you feel like you're nothing. And you're like, what's up? What is going on? You told me to get out of work. You told me to lounge. You told me you wanted me knocked up and barefooted and in the house. So what is the problem? This is for somebody. So what is the problem now? I'm pregnant. Where am I going and where am I working? And I got a big belly and everything because they want you to feel like shit. That's part of what they do. They feel like they got to beat up on somebody. So now you're stuck. You ain't work all this time and you pregnant, or if you don't already have a children. So you're stuck in this situation because he wants to financially control you. He want to tell you what you're going to do, what you ain't going to do. You stick to this budget and all this other stuff. You do this, you do that. You don't buy this, don't buy that. And then on the outside, you better look like this. You better look like you are a trophy. God damn it. You better not pick up no 5 pounds eating no goddamn cake and all that shit and french fries lounging around all the goddamn time. You remember, after you lay this baby, I need you to keep up with this goddamn image. God damn it. And your ass is getting fat, laying around here knocked up. This is for somebody. I'm hearing somebody's story. Girl, you better find your way out. This was for somebody's story. This is somebody I'm picking up on. That's what those goddamn narcissistic people do. They do everything for a reason. It's never just because they quote unquote love you and admire you and want to take care of you. No, it's something that they want. And what they want to do is control you, tell you what you ain't going to do, tell you what you are going to do. Okay? All that kind of stuff. Terrible. But that's what they want you to do. The full-blown narcissists, they want you to be scared of them. They want you to be scared of them. They want everybody to be scared and under their control because they feel safe. They feel safe right there. That's the only way they feel safe, if everybody is under their control. Everybody is scared to step out and whatever. Think different, do something else. They don't want you doing that. They want everybody in their control. Okay? So now let's get to the I talked about that. The somatic narcissist. They all about looks. Now, somatic narcissists, they might not even have no money. They don't even have to have a goddamn house to live and a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. But they believe their looks get them by. A lot of women are somatic narcissists, but there are some men, okay? But they believe that their looks, and that's only that they need is their looks to get them by. And they can get any man, any woman to do and say what they want to do. And they all about looks. And they may very well be beautiful or attractive or whatever, but they live their life totally based on how they look. Lord have mercy, if something ever happened to their face or something like that, they complete shattered. When they get old, they are shattered. Trust me, I met 2 of them. Very wealthy woman, had all kinds of facelifts, all kinds of nose jobs. She was just stuck in one reality that she gotta be perfect. She just have to be perfect. have to be goddamn perfect all the time. They're stuck in that reality for something traumatically happened to them to make them like that. That's usually what happened. Something traumatically happened to make them so stuck in just how they look. They believe that that lets them get their way. All of the narcissists is either trauma based, something happened in their life to make them like that, or it could be where they came from genetically, as well as cosmetically as well as genetically can be why they are the way they are. I'll talk about that another time. But the somatic narcissists, they basically they judge people on how they look or how they want to treat you, right? So let's say you ugly, you fat, and you don't dress the way they think you should dress. They'll treat you like a piece of shit. They'll treat you like you a piece of crap, like you dog crap on the side of the road. That's how they treat people. That I'm not coming at nobody saying that they ugly, fat, and don't dress right or I guess up to date or whatever. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying this is what they think. This is how they think. That's how they choose people as well, how they want to treat them, based on how they look as well. Not necessarily what they can do. That's not the first point. They the kind of people, they also want their friends to be perfect. They want their husband to be perfect. They want their kids to be perfect looking. They really big on looks and keeping up with the Joneses. You know, they really big on that. And if they think you two are not in that level, they don't want nothing to do with you. And if you're their child, they criticize you. They talk shit to you. If you're in their family, they talk shit to you. They make fun of you and all kinds of shit. Like for quote unquote, my mother is a somatic narcissist. I'm not gonna lie. When my mother was beautiful, she was very beautiful. Before I knew she was evil, she's tall, naturally like 5'8". She was high yellow, perfect skin, perfect shape. Way before everybody started getting BBLs and all of that, she naturally had a small waist and hips, the breast ratio, and she was tall. And I always heard stories about how she can get any man in the whole goddamn world because of her beauty. She was a goddamn somatic demon narcissist. And she got my dad off of how she looked. She was very beautiful at one point, but not no more. That's because of her dark magic and her evil ways, but she was very beautiful. So me, I'm not that tall, not tall as her. And she ain't give me her skinny jeans. I got thighs and hips and big boobs. Everything on me is bigger than her. I had more boobs than she did at 10. So I was already overdeveloped and I was built thicker. I wasn't tall and slim and hippie like she was. I got the hips and all that, but I got way more. So everything that she gave me more of. All her abilities, mine are on steroids. And that's why she hates me. Because she knows that I'm different than she is. And everything that she gave me 10 times over, maybe even 100 over. Everything that she got, including how I look. I got 10 times over. But a somatic narcissist, and she used to always try to taunt me for having big boobs. She tried to taunt me for having thick thighs and hips. She tried to taunt me when my stomach started poking out a little bit in puberty because I was a damn child. She started taunting me when I start coming a woman. That's what they do. They taunt you. They harass you. They tell you need to be perfect. You don't need no more food. You don't need no goddamn dinner. All kinds of shit she used to tell me. Evil. And I know a lot of you out there, you have stories out there about how your mother or your family told you you need to look a certain way for us to love you. That's what they do. In order for us to love you, goddamn it, you need to lose goddamn 30 pounds. Your goddamn ass poking out, looking like this. You need to dress differently. You don't need to be wearing that. You see, and this is very prevalent for people who want to look perfect or look a certain kind of way. You know, that's how some narcissists, they want their daughters to look like they're something that they're not. A lot of times they want their daughters and their wives to look perfect, knowing that they far from it. But that's what they do. That's exactly what they do. Narcissists, they see you as an object that they're supposed to control, even if you're their child. They don't see you as an extension of themselves that grown into an adult or a child or whatever. They feel like when you dress like that or you look like that, you're ashamed. If you have a parent that's a sadistic narcissist, God damn it, you better not blow up and be ugly. If you are ugly, if you goddamn 600-pound life, they wouldn't even say that you're their mother or their father. I mean, they belong to you, because that's a disgrace in their eyes. Like, that ain't my child. I never had her, never seen her. They will permanently isolate you because they don't want to be a part of you. And it goes the same way when they have a family name that they have to, quote unquote, hold up to. A lot that I see on Lifetime, when there's a whole lot of secrets, but they don't want the world to know it, so they try to cover it up. They don't want the father, and they don't want everybody to know that the father was a goddamn whore, and that he has more than one woman and all these kids everywhere. So they make up a story. They have to make up a story. They have to keep up an image that they want to the world. And it goes along with this somatic narcissist. They focus on looks more than anything. So if you have a parent that's like this, good, I know how you feel. Because my mother taunted me. My so quote unquote evil mother taunted me. She taunted me my whole goddamn life. As well as try to starve me. And when I was young, she's so evil because I was gaining weight. But I was in puberty, you dummy. I was supposed to gain weight. I was supposed to develop. But she hated me because I was beautiful. I was a beautiful flower developing. And the bitch was evil. And I know a lot of you out there can relate to it. I hear so many stories about women. And they all say the same thing. When I started developing, my mama was so jealous and evil. When I started developing, everybody came against me and didn't teach me anything. When I started developing, all kinds of shit. I hear all kinds of stories about women. When they start developing, the people around them that's supposed to be their caregiver start being hateful and mean. Instead of protecting her and telling her what's going on, and telling her what she needs to know. As now that she going from being a little girl and a child, and you developing into a woman. That's going to happen. It's part of biology. Just like men. They got biology too. It happens to them too. When they start becoming a man, well, not a man, but manhood, or whatever you want to call it. They get mustaches. They eat like it's going out of style. They voice sound deeper. They may start having muscles and stuff. That's normal. But they have men around them. You think you a man now, huh? They get jealous and all kinds of shit. All kinds of stuff. And that's the problem. This is because a lot of people, they see you as a competition because they based everything off of looks. Because like I told you before, sometimes a somatic narcissist don't have anything other than their looks. They don't have anything other than their looks, so that's what they value the most. They value that the most. And if you come out of that, they're going to criticize you. Lord have mercy, they're going to criticize you and everything else. They're going to treat you horrible. If you're wearing something they don't think you should be wearing. Or you not wearing what you can be wearing. There's a whole lot, y'all, and I see so many stories out there with that. When it comes to these goddamn evil ass people that's stuck in la la land. But you need to know is when I answered your question, is more than one narcissist. So I wanted to show you how many different lanes of a narcissist you could come past. There's different lanes that you could come past of a narcissist. And if they think that you are just as perfect as they are, they mad at you. They want to get close to you to destroy you in some kind of way. They want to get close to you to destroy you. This happens with a lot of women. Like, she got it going on like I do. I'm going to become her friend so I can find out her weaknesses and destroy her. That's what they do. They're sick. These people are fucking evil. They believe they could have anybody man and everything else too. That's in the lines of a somatic narcissist too. They believe that they can have anybody man as well. That's why a lot of them, they don't really have true friends because they really fuck their friends over through what they stuck in their head with. They weird shit. And we have a spiritual narcissist. Spiritual narcissist. These gurus out here that feels entitled to your money. And now I know y'all seen some of these crazy ass spiritual narcissists that call themselves a leader. They are in bushes and we don't wash our ass, we don't comb our hair, we eat and drink, we eat the fruits of the earth, and we eat the green leaves, and we treat Mother Nature with respect and all this other crazy shit. And then behind doors is nothing but a sex cult, and they beating they women and they doing all kinds of crazy shit. I'm not going to say no names, but everybody, well, most people, they know about these spiritual narcissists that be in the bushes and going from country to country and getting kicked out of countries and all kinds of crap. And one of them is locked up. Thank God. He should have been locked up. But spiritual narcissists are real. They are real. They feel entitled the same way, but they also feel entitled to you spiritually, to spy on you spiritually, take from you spiritually, harass you spiritually, to do things to you spiritually, to make you a lab rat spiritually, all kinds of stuff. They see you as somebody that they can take away from and spiritually and everything else. They feel entitled to your money, your time, your energy, and everything else. And they make themselves look to the public as they're perfect. Or they have all of the answers. And I'm not one of them. I don't have all of the answers. I'm not narcissistic. I don't feel entitled to any of you at all. I'm here to fully teach you and everything. Well, not teach you, but show you what I see, as well as what's real that you guys can see that happens in the world and not connected so you can evolve yourself. A narcissist doesn't do that. A narcissist doesn't do anything without an agenda. Okay? And they don't want anybody that challenge them either. These spiritual, that's any of them, but I'm picking up on the spiritual narcissist. It's terrible. It's terrible. The same spiritual narcissists are the ones that I tell you about, those goddamn warlocks that came my way, that my family was involved with getting me set up and everything. All of them are in on that goddamn spiritual warlock that came my way, that was supposed to destroy my life. Supposed to destroy my life, bring my life down to a hell realm, and have me living in hell. Okay? And they all are spiritual. They all narcissists too, and spiritual narcissists. And they work with that goddamn disgraceful demon seed that come against me. But what happens with spiritual narcissists when they all are trying to destroy something because they want something? They feel entitled to something. they all still turn on themselves, because narcissistic people, they really don't get along without anything that they can destroy together or exploit together, discard together. They really don't get along. And that's what has happened with these spiritual narcissists that came my way. They all turned. Some people got burnt. And when I mean burnt, not just STDs, I'm talking about burnt out of money. Burnt out of money. I talked to y'all about this before, about how when it comes to these goddamn gurus and these leaders that are fake, and how is a whole collective of people out there that feels entitled to stealing people's energy based on these men, stealing people's energy, and women, stealing people's energy, sexually assaulting them, but in the sleep, astral raping them in their sleep and everything. People that do that, they feel entitled to you spiritually. They feel entitled to your body. They feel like you belong to them. All kinds of weird shit. Like that goddamn demon seed that think I belong to them. I don't belong to you. You know that they got a demon in them, because a real nigga, a real quote unquote player, a real one, they not worrying about a woman that they had sex with 2 years ago. But the demon in them, the agent in them that was programmed in them, right, that I talked to you guys about, that they got programmed to be a goddamn demon in my life, that is what's after me. That is what making them try to gang stalk me, harass me, and do the most. That's somebody that's spiritually a narcissist. They feel entitled to you. And well, with these fake ass leaders out here telling you follow them, do this, do that. And there's a lot of pastors that fall into this too. When they tell you, you ain't been paying money to the Lord's house. They feel entitled to your goddamn money. You work for them 80 hours or whatever hours you work. You earned that money in your business. You ain't entitled to my goddamn money, but they feel entitled. They find out you got a brand new car or a brand new house, or you did this or did that. And then what they do, they try to shame you. How do they treat the members that follow what they want, that pays them all kinds of money? How do they treat them? I've seen it. And y'all see it too on Netflix with goddamn Greenleaf. How do they treat the people that gives them all kinds of money and cater to their asses? They treat them different than the people that can't afford to give them as much. And that's not a following of Jesus right there. Because Jesus was in the hood. If Jesus was alive today, oh, I'm going somewhere with this spirit trying to tell me to go to another direction. If Jesus was alive today, Jesus would be in the hood. He'll be there. He'll be at the ones that needs help. Not at the ones that's trying to get over on people and already, quote unquote, have everything. Because he know that a lot of them are stubborn. But a lot of pastors are spiritually narcissists. They feel some type of way, even with a woman like me. They feel like you shouldn't have went out there and became a seer. Oh, I'm going somewhere. You shouldn't be out there being a medium. You shouldn't be out there not giving me your energy. You shouldn't be out there not giving me your energy. I'm going somewhere. That's how they feel. A lot of women out there, a lot of men out there, that's what they saying. You shouldn't be not out there not giving me your energy, not giving me all your money, all your time, and obeying me, and obeying this Bible. And they throw the Bible in it. I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying or not. So all of you out there, I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. It's the truth. I'm going to reveal the truth to you. So you can't one day, if you ever wake up from your slumber, you can't say, you know what? It's somebody that said that. Somebody told me they was going to do this shit to me when I wasn't able to do what they wanted. They told me this, and I fleed her. Now I know what her ass talking about. And a lot of you out there, you already know what I'm talking about, because you need money for your phone bill, for your car or whatever, and you've been giving tithes, and you would ask the pastor or whoever, can you get some help? And they look at you like you fucking slow. They look at you like you got 10 heads on your shoulder. They look at you like you one of the goddamn horsemen that's supposed to be coming. And you know I ain't lying. You just don't like that I'm saying it. A lot of you out there that's hating on me and call yourselves, I don't like that bitch. You don't like that I say the truth, that I hold the sword and I say the truth that's hidden in darkness. And that's why you don't like me. And I don't care, because if you don't like that I expose bullshit and darkness, then you probably part of the darkness. Okay? But I'm going to say what it is that I'm told to say. And I'm going to follow what I'm supposed to follow. And I'm saying some of these pastors, that a lot of them feel entitled to your energy, your money, your gifts, your admiration. See, a lot of times they don't like me. Because a lot of people who got power, they don't like me because I can look at them as another human. I don't have the admiration. It's because I already know a person like me can't just give out admiration to everybody. Because most people, they automatically want to take from somebody like me. They don't want to give. You want me to obey you because you know more about health, like a doctor. You want me to obey you and give you a whole lot of admiration, not inspiration, but admiration. Because I'm inspired by lawyers. I'm inspired by doctors. I'm inspired by scientists. I'm inspired by all of them. Because they all have something that's great that they can give. So I give you that. You do give inspiration. But I don't have to admire you. And that's the problem with a lot of narcissists. That's the problem with a lot of these people. That's what they have with me. They have a problem with that. Because I don't give them this high admiration and jump up and down and buck dance. And somebody smart ass said, well, if you met a politician, you will be admired and all this shit. Trying to troll me and shit. First of all, I don't get into politics. If anybody been following me, you should already know that by now. Okay? And so if I seen a politician today or tomorrow, if I even see them, I'll say hi. But I'm not buck dancing and all this shit. So you can shut the hell up to the woman who said that. You must be a goddamn bug dancer. Talk about something. If you ain't see a politician, you will have admiration. Oh, shut up. You think they care about you? That's to one of you out there that said that. I don't know who said it, but one of them said it to me. They don't care about your fucking ass. They don't give a shit about you. You know how many goddamn pharmacy swingers told me about some of them? Please. You know how many of them that's in cahoots with these goddamn spiritual goddamn narcissists in the church? That they buck dance to them. Them goddamn spiritual pastors that you worship, that they behind the scenes talking and mingling with the same politicians that you say you don't like or you do like, that don't give a shit about you. Look at one of the cities. Shooting it up, going out of style, doing everything. None of them don't give a shit about them people. They don't do nothing. They don't do shit for them. Please. That shit wouldn't happen if it was in other places. That shit would not be going down. They don't give a damn. They say kill each other. Go ahead and kill it. Wipe each other the fuck out. They want you to go ahead and go against your own. People don't care about you. They don't care about me either. Not by a long shot. I don't think so. They don't give a shit about me. They don't know me. And even if they heard of me, they still don't give a shit. Not really. No. I know the illusions of this reality. So I don't have to buck dance to anybody. I could be admired. I'm admired by them in different ways. But I'm not buck dancing to anybody. And that's the problem that a lot of these people have with me as well. Because they want to know, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm goddamn this. I'm goddamn that. You supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. So they got a problem with that. I can listen to you. I can take what I need and take what I want out of what you say, but I don't need to buck dance and show you all this admiration. Please. And that's the problem that they have with a lot of you too. If you resonate with my frequency, they have this problem with you too. And even some of these people, one of these demon seeds that quote unquote want me to admire them because they got clout. Because I guess they got people that follow them, that give them admiration. They got people that look up to them and all this other crazy shit. I don't care. That ain't my goddamn problem. I don't. If you are so admired, why you want my motherfucking energy? That's how I look at it. If you so admired, then why do you want my energy? Huh? Why you want me to admire you so bad if you already got people admiring you? Ain't that a fucking enough? That's enough, ain't it? Shit. Because I know why. I know why. I know why you want me to admire you so bad. I know why you want me to look up to you so bad. And that's the problem with a lot of the women that follow spiritual narcissists. They look up to these people in a different way, and that's how they get scammed. That's how they get scammed. Because they look up to these people in a different way and putting them on a pedestal, putting them up on a shelf and admiring them and believing that they're going to do something for you that you can't do for yourself. That they're going to do something for you that you can't do for yourself. They can't do nothing for you that you can't do for yourself. They don't want you to know that. Because they get off on exploitation, discarding, and feeling entitled in all forms. I don't really care if you like what I'm saying or not. I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the damn truth. Okay? And I don't give a damn if you like what I'm saying or not. It's the truth. But the spiritual narcissists, a lot of times they already were warlocks or witches, and they became that way because they usually are in darkness, right? They are in darkness, like my evil mother. She has her spiritual gifts, and all her life she wanted to suck my energy, use my energy, steal my gifts, and use them for her own, and sell me to the highest bidder energetically. She's a spiritual narcissist. She felt the need to do that, along with those coven cults that she belonged to, that a lot of these people in my family belong to, just like your family. If you are a chosen one, quote unquote chosen one, if you a star seed, if you part of the 144, whether is 144 of them left or not, if you are one of the star seeds that God has dropped on the planet to help the collective, I want you to understand you have Masons somewhere in your family. You have Eastern Stars in your family. You have a devil worshiper somewhere, a Satanist somewhere in your family. Somewhere, believe that. Because, you want me to tell you why? Because they already knew you were coming. I told y'all this story with that evil bitch mother of mine. She knew what God told her when she got pregnant and when she was pregnant and after I was born. God told her what to do. That's why her karma is going to be heavy. Because God told her what to do and she knew what was coming because she's also a seer and psychic, but not no more. But she was at the time. And God told her what they were going to do and how they were going to come to her and how they were also after me. Just like how people were after baby Jesus and everybody was after Haru and a lot of other stories in the cosmos that babies were after. This is not a new thing. They were always after babies, especially if they were going to be special. So they already looked at the heavens and they seen as a possibility, goddamn, in 1988, 1989, 1990, is going to be goddamn 2,000 star babies coming. And these star babies, goddamn it, is going to change things 30 years from now, 30 to 33 years from now. And if you don't do something, if you don't get in somewhere, we got to at least test. We have to at least arrange something around for them to come into the program, which is the matrix, which is the mother, into this reality, to test these bitches, to test these goddamn star babies. We need to have as many star babies go another way or be traumatized as possible. We need that. Because we can't have all these goddamn star babies popping up all around. And this is every year that a certain many is born. This is every year when some is born, they know it. They have a feeling, they can see it in the cosmos. That is a possibility. So even if you 55 and your timeline, that's what happened too. A lot of us got almost the same timeline. And they know that. That's why they do stuff the fuck with it and But I'm staying on something. So they got to do something like, oh, we ain't going to have all these 2,000 goddamn star babies popping up. And when I was born, there was a whole lot of us that came. For some reason, God, the Most High, he wanted a whole wave of them coming at the same time. And one of the darkest times in history, when Pluto was in one of the darkest spots in the cosmos when I was born. That's how special I am. It was one of the darkest times in the cosmos when I came here. And God brought over all these babies she dropped down. And people who were very ill. That's how you know we're special. Because we came into portals that were sick. We came into portals that were deemed sickly. If anybody don't know, it was a whole wave of a whole lot of stuff. It was a whole lot of people on drugs. It was a very dark time as above and below in America when I was born. Okay? A very hard time to get in this reality when it was revealed to me. It was a very hard time, and also when I'm seeing. It was a very hard time to get in this reality to find a mother at this time. So the mother that I chose was the mother I had no choice. If I can choose another one, I would have. And all that knows what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I ain't had no choice because it was a dark time. It wasn't a whole lot of choices, unfortunately. And I needed something. I'm not going to tell you guys that now. So what they do is they go to these women and men and they try to get them already involved in the dark side. They already try to get them involved in cults and covens. And they already look at their wounds that they have. And they exploit the wounds that they have. Abandonment wounds, mother wounds, father wounds, neglect wounds, all kinds of wounds that they get these people to come into these cults and covens. Because they already see you're going to be pregnant with a baby. They do sorcery and all kinds of shit to pick up on what your mother or father was going to have. And they already picked up on it. She's going to have a raunchy ass, rebellious ass, goddamn starseed coming in fucking 33 years. That's going to be here, grown and full adult in 33 years. And take it as a resume. And God damn it, we got to get control. We got to program the mother before this little raunchy bitch get here. Because we get word on the street, just like it was with Jesus, is a king coming, a real one. A real one. It's going to take you out the box, nigga. So you better go ahead. You better go get rid of them if you can. And it's the same thing with us. It's going to be a raunchy ass, goddamn rebellious ass little bitch that ain't going to listen. So you're going to have to program her ass. But you need to program that hoe now, the mama. Because she got a raunchy bitch growing in her womb or about to come, about to be impregnated. And we got to already work on this baby. We got to work on it now. That's how goddamn powerful this little bitch going to be. And they know this before the mother sometimes. But my quote unquote mother knew this already because she's gifted and God came to her 3 times. And she still didn't listen to what God told her. That's why she's going to suffer. But anyway, these cults and covens already come to these people in a time that they're vulnerable. They come in and get them intertwined with their cult covens and secret societies. Okay? And they get to them quick and fast. They want to do it before they get pregnant because they already did all kinds of shit to find that it was going to be a baby that's going to be different. They do this. So your life was orchestrated from your mama at first. Even if your mama is quote unquote innocent or you don't want to believe your mama was involved because some of you are still sensitive. Well, you can be sensitive. I'm telling you, if you are part of my frequency and part of my when I came here, one of the stars, right? Then you have to understand somebody in your family was signed in to get to you, part of this goddamn energy harvesting goddamn shit that they do. And it works the same even for their kid, their other kids. Everything is orchestrated. Some of these women are goddamn sex kittens and goddamn prostitutes and everything else because they have energies, sexual energies from when they were a child. They were sexually taken advantage of. And guess it was always part of Satan's plan because if they ain't never get the healing and stuff that they needed, somebody comes to them and offer all kinds of stuff so they can energy harvest off of them too. So you don't get, just because you not a starseed or whatever like that, even if you're part of the darkness, they still get taken advantage of. That's what I wanted the women to understand. Even though you signed that deal, even though you down with the harvesting, even if you part of the darkness, like the bitches that came against me in darkness and work with demonic energies and demonic men and demonic women come against me, all of those people, those women still got taken advantage of. Just like the same woman they get taken advantage of because she automatically have sex demons that they attach to little girls and little boys from an early age. So they could come back years later to get them in all kinds of sex orgies, sex, what is it called? Sex work, porn, and all kinds of stuff. And they keep that energy in them for a long time, all through, because most people, that energy usually is in their body and in their chakras for years and years and years. So they know how to find you. These people, they know how to find you because you got light or you got darkness, and they also know how they know it based on that. So that's where it all comes into. That's where it all comes into. For some reason, spirit has swayed me away from the narcissist. We must have been finished because I will end up going into this. And I was swayed into it. So people like to say I'm a fake. Well, if I'm a fake, how did I just sway into that? I didn't know I was going to do that. The spirit just led me. They talked to me, my spirit team, as well as I see something in the ethers. And I see a new timeline for me to talk to you about. And I was guided and led to talk about this because as people out here, you got enemies. Some people sleep with the enemy. It's people out here, you sleeping with your enemy. You sleeping with them. And they sign all kinds of shit that they not allowed to help you. So they fucked you because you gonna have to see your child suffer and shit like that. So that's why she planted me as, that's why my quote unquote mama planted me as the dark sheep. I meant the black sheep and the person to be sacrificed, because early on she already planted me as the sacrifice because she knows she had no choice, because she signed stuff spiritually as well as physically. I'm teaching y'all something. Spiritually as well as physically, she signed something already because them people knew I was going to be special and different. And they already knew that I was going to be there when I was born. That's why, and she knew that. And she goddamn put that in her mind because she was already guilty. And she knows she was going to have no choice but to turn her back against me. That's why she did it for 33 years. For all who don't know, my goddamn mama didn't even raise me. But the bitch had the audacity and the goddamn balls to set up hitmans and all kinds of shit to come for me and steal everything from me and shit like that, and have the nerve to worship her goddamn golden child, the same nasty prostituting ass bitch that slept with somebody as well as the dark magician that I told y'all about, as well as set me up and steal from me too. That I was supposed to be ritually harassed and sacrificed. I was supposed to be GANGR, y'all know what I'm talking about, and taken advantage of and goddamn human trafficked and all kinds of shit. And that goddamn evil sister of mine, she knew it. She knew the shit. But because she believed that she's so much better, because she's programmed that way from her stank ass mama, which is delusional. That's another thing that narcissistic people are delusional. Because I'm trying to figure out how a nasty ass bitch that get food stamps, that fuck everything, is so better. That's how you know they're delusional. Like, okay, if you quote unquote look all better and you got all the money and you do all this, and okay, you may say you better materially. Okay, I get it. But how a nasty ass gutter rat bitch that fuck anything and don't care about her own ass thinks she's so much better? Like, bitch, you don't even wash your ass. Like, you sell your ass and you still begging, ho. You still begging. And that's to all the bitches out there. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. A bitch that thinks she better, but she still ain't getting nowhere. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bitch is in competition with you, but she still ain't getting nowhere. A bitch that fuck over and try to fuck with goddamn dark magicians and still ain't getting nowhere because what you don't know, their field is raunchy. Those men, they get off on stealing your energy. They get off on fucking you over and throwing you to the wolves and leaving your ass high and dry and fucking clueless. Okay, I told you guys, I seen a woman not long ago, and the premonition that the goddamn woman went crazy because everybody don't have the same willpower. Everybody don't have the same goddamn willpower, and this goddamn woman went crazy for one of these dark magicians. Because they do rituals on you and everything, and you basically did all that shit for free. You did all that shit for free. And they embarrassed. They embarrassed. Because they goddamn sold their soul for nothing. Because guess what? This bitch here is still living. Nobody got what they were supposed to get. And y'all all fighting each other. And a lot of you got goddamn shit you can't get rid of. And you did all of that for nothing. I told you, if you can't hang with the big dog, stay on the goddamn porch. And a lot of these women, they can't really hang with the big dogs. A lot of these women that came against me, they can't even hang with the big dogs. They did it out of goddamn evilness. And they study them too. They even study the ones that are quote unquote the enemies of me. They studied them too. That's how they were able to pick up that they were quote unquote my enemy when I was blinded at that time. They study everything. They watch them. They watch them spiritually. They watch them physically. And then they make their move. They could tell something in their aura, as well as their chakras, as well as their light, that they were my enemy. And they knew who was going to fall for the bait. They knew it. And they knew what they were going to do even after that. Because a lot of these people didn't even get shit. I told y'all that. But these secret societies is a whole goddamn group. And I remember, I don't know why these motherfuckers always want to come in my face. Because let me tell y'all something. Years ago, way before I was a goddamn like I am today, I was in my lower self. I was in my lower chakras. I was goddamn, when I was hanging out and having a good time. And let me tell you how I met this guy. I didn't do nothing with him. But I met this guy who I was hanging out with some acquaintance at the time. And this motherfucker was from one of them societies. And I'm thinking about that now. It just popped up on the timeline for me to tell you guys because I forgot all about this shit. But this guy, he was telling me he wanted me to come to a meeting. He was really, really pushy, and he was wanted to be in a relationship, acting like he loved me, all this shit, doing all the love bombing and all of that kind of shit, and doing all this stuff. And then he started talking about esoteric stuff. We had a long conversation, having a drink. You know, having a drink and stuff like that. And he was from one of these societies because you start talking crazy shit like this. I'm about to tell you. I said, so what is it? Who, I'll start asking questions. He said, I can't tell you. And I said, why? He said, because they're watching me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who's watching you? Ain't nobody around here but, everybody around. He was like, they're watching me. I can't tell you everything. You got to come see it. And this is coming up in my timeline right now. I forget this fucking guy name. I wish it comes up. But this is when I used to hang out and shit. And this motherfucker was sent to me when I'm looking at the time. He was sent out to me early on when I was really out there partying, having a good time and doing a thing and all of that. And he was sent to me. Because that's what we was talking about. He was talking about all kinds of shit. He even started talking about goddamn the devil and Lucifer and everything. He might have been a devil worshiper for all the hell I know. And what's the realness and what's really this and what's really that and stuff like that. And I was asking questions. He said, they watching me. I can't tell you. They see me. And I'm like, who sees you? Because ain't nobody in here. I'm not allowed to tell you and all this shit. And if you ever ask some of these goddamn people, if you ask them, well, what are you talking about? Because I met Masons. And they never tell you shit. They tell you gotta come. They tell you it's a fucking secret and all this other shit. They tell you all kinds. They never get to the fucking full balance, but you want me to show up? The hell with that. I ain't showing up to nothing I don't know about. But I met a lot of Masons because they all in Philly. They all over Philly. Philly is a heavy Mason Eastern Star city. Heavy. I went past the goddamn, whatever it's called. I drove past the goddamn thing almost every day. I forget what the hell it's called, but I drove past one every goddamn day. There's a lot of them that's in your family and in my goddamn family. And that's why none of those men in my family was able to protect me. And I'm saying it, y'all, because it's the truth. A lot of them was not able to protect me because they already signed oaths. They already signed oaths and all kinds of shit. And they want to say, I'm part of the demonic team. I'm part of a Mason team. I'm part of all these secret societies. Listen, if I was part of it, my name would be at the lodge. You can call them and ask them. And my name is not on nobody's lodge. I know that much because I told you I met Masons. I met them before. And when I think about it, they always was sent to me. Every time I turn around, I met somebody from them. I just ain't never say the shit. I always met somebody from one of their goddamn teams. That's probably why a lot of them is probably now surprised they're going to start popping up and shit. Because they're going to try to start running around, running away from me because they realize I know what their fucking agenda was and shit like that. But I met a lot of them. And a lot of them, even the ones in my family, they weren't able to protect me and they seen what I was going through. That goddamn pastor, deacon, cokehead, that ain't got shit, that knows that everybody stole from me and go to church every day. That motherfucker is a demon too. And he's a goddamn Mason, y'all. And he knows everything. He knows everything. And he's a goddamn Mason. And he didn't protect me either. Because he already signed deals and whatever, like signed oaths that he couldn't. And quote unquote, my beautiful goddamn drip goddess, Mommy Dear Empress, that was the first woman that told me a lot of shit. She said that a lot of these niggas out here and a lot of these men out here, they already took oaths that they can't even protect the black woman. So it don't matter if you their mama or not. So a lot of these people in your family, they can't protect you anyway. Like they can't protect me if you part of the quote unquote part of the other team. Because they know what the hell happened to me. They know what was planned to me. And that's even for that goddamn in-law of mine. That one of my quote unquote aunts is married to. He's a goddamn one of them too. They all knew what was going on. And none of them did anything. They knew exactly what was going on. So that's what I don't get. Why do y'all want me to be a part of a group or a society where the men can't even protect the women? I don't get it. That sounds evil to me. That's some evil ass shit. And they all around, y'all. They all around. They every fucking where. These demons, these demonic Satanists are everywhere. And they also kind of let me know. I don't know what it is about the hand gesture bullshit that y'all want to keep throwing up at me. I'm not a goddamn... You ain't scaring me because you tell me you a devil worshiper or a Satanist. I'm not scared of you. Your God is an immutator. My God, your God still got an answer to. The God you worship still have to answer to my God. Your God is an immutator. He was the God of this realm of the 3D. And he knows it. That's why he wants everybody trapped here. He wants everybody trapped here. And I don't care if goddamn Demon Seed and goddamn Lucifer and Satan is mad because I'm telling it. He is the immutator and he's the God of the 3D. He's not the God of the 5D. Even when you die, if you belong to him, guess what? You're fucking trapped. He has your soul. Okay? So your God that you worship, that you trick out of, guess what? He got to answer to my God. I'm not scared of your ass. And lately, these goddamn Satanists that's everywhere, they like to throw up their goddamn, they sets. I'm sorry, y'all. They like to throw up their sets and shit. Like, look, I represent. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, Most High, we got to come up with a fucking set. God damn it, I'm going to throw my sets up too. Shit. God damn it, you goddamn Satanist. You don't fucking scare me. Shit. You don't goddamn... I'm going to come up with my own goddamn set. Goddamn, keep throwing up their goddamn sets in their goddamn hands. Like they're supposed to scare me. Letting me know that they rock with goddamn them, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they do it for. They probably do it too to try to steal my energy or scare me. But I ain't motherfucking scared. I ain't goddamn scared. Shit. I know who I belong to. I know who I belong to. And I know where the hell I'm going. Okay? Y'all the ones should be fucking scared. Y'all the ones that should be fucking scared. Because you goddamn oppressed. You goddamn oppressed. Just like a lot of these people that came for me. Pressed. Being dragged. If you ever look at the devil's card in tarot, you see two women chained. You see a man and a woman chained together that has no ability to be free, as well as kind of like the dragon and being controlled by quote unquote the devil, as well as having horns on their head as a symbol that we have no control over the evilness that we may be doing or the obsessionness that we may have because we are being controlled by the devil. I don't want to worship a God that wants to have control over me. I don't want to worship a God that makes you oppressed. Like, oh look, I'll give you the new car and the new house. You may not struggle, but you are going to be chained to me. You're going to be binded to me. You're going to be a slave to me. You got to do what I tell you to do, whether you want to do it or not. Listen, Satan agents and Satan is mad at me. They tried to attack me the other night, and then I start doing all kinds of shit like I do in them, like the goddamn Matrix, like Neo and shit. I start getting them in the goddamn spirit. In the spirit realm, I'm a goddamn warrior. I be goddamn doing all kinds of shit. Jumping, flying, fucking up people, doing all kinds of shit. I'll whip your ass. Goddamn group tried to jump me in the spirit realm. 5 of these motherfuckers try to come for me in the spirit realm because I was talking and Satan sent his agents on me when I was sleeping and resting. And I jumped up in my motherfucking spirit realm and I start tearing their asses up. And then one of the bitches, I had this hoe by her goddamn neck. And I was dragging her down, about to drop her in hell and drop her in the abyss. And my team said, no, not yet. Because this bitch is still new. She's a new ass motherfucking wannabe witch, Googling. And I was about to drop that bitch into the abyss. Because I don't have the human body. This side of the realm they full of shit. And that side of the realm, you can die and not wake up. You know that, right? You can die in your sleep from somebody killing you in the spirit realm, right? You know that, right? I hope you fucking do. That's why you're supposed to protect yourself at night. But they tried to kill me in my sleep. They tried to whoop my ass in my sleep, and they tried to pull me into the abyss. They were trying to kill me for real. Because if you go drop down, you ain't coming out. Nobody can bring you out of it. And they tried to throw me and they dragged me all the way there. And my spirit team was following me. It was like a war in the spirit realm, y'all. So that's why I say, if you want to meet, it ain't easy. People want to act like they want to be you. But do you know what happens to us when motherfuckers try to drag you into a hell realm? They gang up on you in the spirit realm, 5 and 6 of them trying to gang up you and literally drag you to die, basically. Drag you to a hell realm. Do you know that can happen? So I was about to drop this bitch in a dark ass hole. I was on it. And I was that close to doing it. But the only thing that stopped me was one of my team, my main team, my goddamn head hunch. That said, give that hoe a different, well, they ain't say it like that. But they say, give it one more chance. because she is a Google witch and she's scared. One time, but that bitch was about to not wake the fuck up. One of y'all bitches from y'all goddamn cult, the bitch was about to not wake the fuck up. Because that hoe was about to, because they all tried to jump me and drag me. See, they tried to jump me in the physical, y'all. And they tried to jump me in the spiritual realm. They tried to jump me in the physical realm, and they tried to jump me in the spiritual realm. God damn it, I almost tried to, and I was getting one of them, and I was fucking them up. And then a whole goddamn 5 of them came out of nowhere. And this shit is real. I told y'all I was going to come back and tell y'all about the astral realm. And they came and tried to drag my ass. And I said, oh, hell no. And they were going fast, too. They did something. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers did, but they was dragging my ass, and my team was goddamn following and ganged up on their ass. And I got a hold of one of them. She was slow. That bitch was slow. I got a hold of her ass by her goddamn neck, and I dragged her ass, and I said, I'm going to drop your fucking ass, and bitch, you going to die today. And only thing that saved her, that was one thing that saved her ass. That bitch wasn't going to wake up. And all them people in that cult was going to realize, fuck, the bitch ain't wake up. She ain't come back. She ain't wake up. Because that's what can happen. When people want to attack you in the spirit realm, they can attack you to hurt you. They can attack you to attack your health. They can attack you to also unalive you in the spirit. And also make you not wake up and make it look like you had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm. That's what it looked like to us on this side. But in the spirit realm, somebody did that to you. Spiritual mafias are good at that. The motherfuckers that came for me, they were part of the spiritual mafia team. Just like if y'all ever seen goddamn Kill Bill, and all 4 or 5 of them, they all got something special that they know how to do. That's the same way in the spirit realm. Remember, everything is goddamn mocked, not mocked, but imitated from the spirit realm. So if it's a physical spirit hitman, it's a spiritual hitman too. The same way how Kill Bill is, the same way how goddamn John Wick is, it's the same thing in the spirit realm. It's people out there that has that ability to do that in the spirit realm. Spiritual mafia. That's what they are. Spiritual hitmen, spiritual goddamn mafia, where they all goddamn try to take your ass up out of here spiritually and get goddamn money off of you. And make it look like you had a heart attack in your sleep, or she just ain't wake up, or she she got all kinds of goddamn shit going on and she just ain't wake up. And nobody can prove the shit physically. But guess what? They got motherfucking people like me out there that works for the goddamn justice system as well. Because they starting to catch on. Their motherfuckers are getting crafty. They know how to kill people in the spirit realm and make it look like nothing happened, that nothing was done. Because they don't want to kill you physically, because they don't want to go to jail. Nobody want to go do life in prison. And not only that, the main goal is they want to come up for money more than anything. And have the money freely, not go to jail and have the fucking money. And be in jail and go to prison. You better catch on. You better get with it. You better get with this shit. You better get with it. You better realize this shit. This shit is true. It happens. I'm first line. I know this shit happens. Don't let nobody tell you this shit ain't true. This shit is true. But it's goddamn true. I'm telling y'all. I want you to know, but I ain't going to tell you no more because I want you to be able to take all of this in. But you see how I was goddamn led to tell you more shit. My topic was narcissists. But because I work for the Most High God, they led me to talk to it. I wasn't even supposed to talk about this, but they told me to talk about it. They led me to talk about it, okay? So once again, this is Empress Alicia, and like, become a sub, comment, do what you do. I'll be back. And out of everything, be peaceful in your own goddamn life and evolve. Do what's best for you.